Good morning. This is Kasturi Day. Today I'm going to start with the discussion of the structure of diamond. Okay, so I was in my last video, I discussed about the graphite crystalline allotrope, that is graphite. That's an allotrope of carbon, and started with the discussion of a diamond. I discussed with the process of diamond formation in nature as well as in artificial form, and also the value of diamonds. And now today I'll start with the structure of the diamonds. Okay, so this structure of a diamond is a giant molecule. Okay, it has the number of valence electrons are 4. Okay, 4 valence electrons. It has 4 valence electrons. Then each carbon atom is linked with 4 neighboring carbon atom. Each carbon atom is linked with 4 neighboring carbon atoms. See, this is the carbon atom, and this is linked with, see, 4 hands. So it has 4 hands. It is linked with 4 carbon atom. Okay. Okay, so this is linked with 4 carbon atoms, and that's why it has a rigid tetrahedral structure. It has a rigid tetrahedral structure. Okay, these bonds, that is 4 heads, it has tetrahedral structure. These bonds are very strong bonds, so it is the hardest substance known naturally. So the carbon atom, which is linked with 4 neighboring carbon atoms by bonds. Okay, so these bonds, okay, the links are known as bonds. Okay, so the bonds are very strong bonds, and that's why the diamond is the hardest substance known in nature. Okay, so this basic tetrahedral unit, its basic tetrahedral unit is repeated infinitely, forming 3-dimensional molecule, that is octahedral shape. It gives us a 8 headed shape, that is octahedral shape. Okay, next is the properties of carbon, that is properties of diamond, we can say. It is the hardest naturally occurring solid, and the black diamond is the hardest one. Black diamond is the hardest one, hardest substance known in nature. Though diamond is only the hardest substance, but in it also the black one is the hardest one. So pure diamond, that is transparent, colorless, and it's a brittle solid. Okay, but impurities which is present in it, that gives coloring to the diamond. Now pure diamond is transparent to X-rays and visible light. When X-rays or visible light are passed through pure diamond, it can smoothly pass through it. That is, it is transparent to X-rays and visible lights. The density of pure diamond is 3.5 grams per centimeter cube, and it is insoluble to any solvents. Diamond cannot be dissolved in any solvents. Okay, very poor conductor. It's a very poor conductor of heat and electricity. Okay, and because the bonds are very tough, very strong. It has a refractive index of 2.5, and due to this high value of natural substance, it sparkles. Due to this high value of refractive index, it sparkles. Okay, then it is stable towards heat, because it is a very poor conductor of heat and electricity. It is stable toward heat, but when it is exposed to prolonged heating, okay, when it is heated continuously for a longer time, then it can change into graphite. It does not melt when heated in vacuum. When it is heated in vacuum, it does not melt, but on prolonged heating, it can change into graphite. Okay, now what are the uses of diamond? Generally, we know that diamonds are used in jewelry, okay, as gems, okay, valuable gems that can be used. So except black diamonds, all sparkle brilliantly when they are properly cut and polished. Okay, and that is why they are used in jewelry and gems. Then impure diamond, that is a black diamond, we know that is a very hardest substance that is known in the earth. So this black diamond that is used for cutting and drilling rocks, glass, and other diamonds also. Then as the tip heads is this when it is when it is fixed at the drilling machine, at the tip of the drilling machine, it can drill deep boring. Okay. Then as bearings, it can be used as bearings in watches. It is used as needles for long playing record players. Okay. If you have seen the ancient record players, no, which we used to have in our olden days, so those record player pins, they were I mean the needles of the record players, they were used, they are made up of this black diamonds. Then for making radiation proof windows for satellites, space satellites, so that it can prevent the entry of harmful radiation, these black diamonds are used. Then for polishing also, for polishing diamonds, it is used, this black diamond is used in the dust form. Okay, it is made into dust, and that is used for polishing the diamonds. Okay. Now next we come to another allotrope of carbon that is known as fullerenes. Okay, that is the third crystalline form of carbon. It was discovered recently, and it is found to exist in interstellar dust, that is in the stars. Okay, in the dust which is present in the stars, we get it there. Okay, and in geological formation of the earth, it is also present in the geological formations of the earth. Okay, here many carbon atoms are held together in a cage like structure. Okay, it forms the picture of the fullerene, it forms a cage like structure. Many carbon atoms are held together. The number of carbon atoms may vary from 30 to 900. Most common fullerene is Buckminster fullerene or buckyball, you can say. Okay, it has 60 carbon atoms, and so it is the symbol is C60. Okay, this is the name. The name of this Buckminster fullerene is named after Richard Buckminster Fuller, who was an American architect. Okay, these other fullerenes, it may be C32, C50, C70, and C76. Okay, if in these fullerenes the cluster of carbon atoms exist as unlinked particles, unlike diamonds and graphite. In the diamonds and graphite, they are linked together, but in the cluster of this fullerenes, they are unlinked particles. The particles are not linked together. Carbon atoms are held together in a crystalline pattern. They are held in a crystalline matter, forming a cage. Okay, this is the structure of Buckminster fullerene, the second one. Okay, C60. Then we come to the properties of fullerenes. The color vary according, the fullerenes are colored, and this color varies according to the number of atoms which are present in them. The soluble in organic solvents. I told you diamonds are not soluble in any solvent, but this fullerene in organic solvents. The specific gravity ranges from 1.8 to 2.1. Chemically, they are more active than diamond and graphite. On heating up to plus or minus 1000 degrees centigrade, this cage-like structure will break. Okay, and the uses are they act as an insulator, or and also they some of them are used as superconductors. Okay, so this is for today. I'll start with the discussion of the amorphous forms of carbon in my next video. So please go through this. If you have any doubt, please do let me know. Write in the comment box, and also do share with your friends so that they can also be benefited from these videos, and also do subscribe to get the notification of my next video. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.